Good evening everyone, hope you all are doing well, and it is time for another update on the Corvette, on a couple of other cars, on maybe this is going to be coming soon in another video, but yeah, teaser, I did drive it. By the way, right now, today is actually Thursday, the 30th of July, so I'm filming this today right now. So give me a little like and a heart and a comment for appreciation of the effort. But more importantly, tomorrow is also NLS, and we will be driving with Team Black Falcon again in our number 632 Porsche GT3 Cup and alternative fuel class. But you will see that tomorrow, including the rebuild video and etc. But now, today, let's talk more about what has been happening with my Corvette. There is a substantial progress on the whole thing. So first of all, the engine. Previously you saw the crank was being balanced, and now it is almost assembled.
As you saw in the last video where we were balancing the crankshaft, it had quite a bit of unbalance in it. In the meantime, we got the whole engine assembled, put everything together with new sleeves, pistons, rods, even a new crankshaft. Full ATI damper on the front, new water pump, new throttle body, new injectors, which Stan just brought. We still need to get the valve covers changed around, because Misha got these beautiful powder coated valve covers with a relocation kit for the coils, which is one of the main problems with these engines, because the coils are normally on the valve cover itself. And apart from that, still waiting on a few parts, and then she's ready to go.
I'm super excited to hear that baby scream, and as a matter of fact, I'm picking it up the coming Tuesday to pretty much directly install on the car. So far, there has been a couple of upgrades. First of all, you have seen previously that I've received the RPM transmission. I've also received the new refurbished torque tube with all the internals that you already saw that we installed previously, but more importantly, we have also installed the carbon fiber prop shaft. Here we have our assembly, the stock prop shaft with the rubber couplers that are being eliminated on the RPM transmissions one. So we don't need those, so less flex, better torque transfer, you name it, makes more sense. But for me, what I'm most interested in is the weight. So the prop shaft is actually slightly heavier than the stock one, but the goal was to make it the strongest possible and not the lightest possible. Doesn't matter that the rotational assembly is slightly heavier, maybe, but it's not as important as having a lighter flywheel, which is going to be on the car. Speaking of the flywheel, right now I am underneath the NS6 project car that has received VULCAN ALPHA aero kit, the double element or dual element wing, the splitter, also the S-duct that has been custom made, including the canards. And previously you saw that the clutch was being fitted, or maybe that the car was waiting for the custom clutch and flywheel by Elmet from Croatia, and right now the engine is already in. The only thing that we're waiting on is actually a refurbishment of the shocks that is right now at our friends of Engage, and a couple of more fittings, and then it's going to be time to run the car. But I think first it's going to be nice to wrap it. Yeah, before I show you more of the Corvette, I think this is one of the coolest passion projects that we have right now. You have seen that previously we've received the cage from AST for Andreas 156, and right now the cage is already installed / welded. Not only is the cage welded, you might see that also all the what you call it? It's the chassis is stitch welded. Exactly, that's what I want to say. The same as the Civic. Oh, look at that! What's it doing up there? I'll talk to you in a second. But yeah, the cage is almost finished, almost installed. To compensate for that, as mentioned previously, I've ordered a set of fiberglass doors that will be shipped on Monday, on coming Monday, so somewhere later in the week they should arrive here and you will see us fabricating that. Also, went a bit crazier with the weight reduction, so the wheel well has been taken out and it makes a nice spot for a good diffuser, but the weight reduction alone is interesting, or sorry, it's worth it. And the goal with this car is to go sub 1,000 kilos with the cage, so it should be lots of fun. I cannot wait to give this baby a go. We also received plastic for performance rear window, which has been, I think, probably put upstairs because yeah, there is currently there's work being done on the chassis. Lapo is back from his holiday because previously you saw him taking off. And what's this? And what's this? Well, probably, possibly, potentially, he may have had a little over rev, and I think the timing chain needs to be yeah, retimed, retightened, and everything. Suspension is out for some adjustments, so that's coming back soon. But yeah, I cannot wait to experience this car on the track. But it survived. Well, it survived a very long trip to Italy of 1,500 kilometers or something there and back, but it didn't survive like a couple of laps that he did afterwards. But it's not the car, it's the driver. Sorry, Lapo. By the way, since he's back, Lapo's back from his holiday.
Yep.
And directly is scanning.
Yeah, back in.
Yeah, we have a Track Nova Shining 3D. Super high accuracy.
Yep.
We're doing the brake discs for, or of the Corvette.
It's the X6 on it.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You can even.
Yeah, wow. That's very high accuracy, high resolution.
Yeah, this is more of the contrast difference. But
I was thinking, are we gonna do aero disc on the rear?
something a bit better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. Now, why would you scan brake discs? Probably because you want to make something similar and you need the correct size. But more on that in some other future. But yeah, we're working on something special. More importantly, moreover, the chassis has received, I think I already showed you the coolers previously, but more importantly, the biggest issue, actually I don't even know what's the biggest issue of the C6 chassis because it has lots of issues that you need to change, but once you're there, it's going to be the best possible car you can think of. But one of the main issues is the heat, the amount of heat that everything generates and releases and overheats and etc. But the amount of heat it generates through the engine, through the transmission, and then also puts into the engine bay. So this is why we have gold from Zerkotech, leading company of thermal management. So they do things for F1, for LMDH, for pretty much everything. And this is the same technology you can find on F1 car. I'm sure you can make now some joke comments about Tavares. I need to ask him what is the joke all about, and I didn't have time to catch up on all of his videos, but this is proper stuff from Zerkotech. Basically, it can resist up to 500 degrees of Celsius of direct contact and 900 degrees Celsius of radiant heat, and it reflects up to 98% of radiant heat out of it. So since we have the transmission running there, I think, yeah, so with the torque tube and everything, that's gonna leave some heat. And then you have also here the tunnel plate, which has been also coated, so that should take care of the exhaust heat radiating upwards, and an additional layer over here. So hopefully I will not burn my elbows anymore on the transmission tunnel. And of course also we have additional coolers that you have seen previously, that one is already here installed, because one is for the diff and one which will be here will be for the gearbox itself. Now finally, drive shafts have been refurbished, so they have now the proper amount and operated grease in them. And for the rest, I think that's kind of it regarding the Corvette. The transmission will go in tomorrow, so that one, and also the exhaust. And finally, one final thing, you can see that the rear has been taken off because Lapo has done some scanning to see how we're gonna mount the wing, which will be probably chassis mounted on the rear. And while we have done that, we have found the beauty, the very beautiful wiring of C6. Factory GM wiring or previous owner. So first of all, we have here the ground cable. That's gonna be replaced. And then we have here, I don't know, probably resistors from someone installing LED lights. Like, no idea what this is, but it's not good, not good, not good. So yeah, I'm gonna clean up wiring. ECU Plus, Christoph from ECU Plus is gonna stop by and yeah, work on his favorite project car to make sure that after him doing the front, the rear is not going to be the issue that's gonna, well, cause it catching fire. As mentioned previously, he will be also doing a full bespoke wiring, loom and harness and calibration of Motec for the coming season. Speaking of which, Motec order has been submitted today, no, yesterday, and it will be picked up probably next week, but that's something for next season. A couple of people suggested that I should do plug and play, like as one of my next steps for the car, we should do plug and play Motec solution. Well, it's gonna be bespoke Motec with 1812 dash, all the PDMs and everything. So we're gonna go like really crazy with Bosch ABS. So we're gonna have GT3 level traction control, something that's really gonna be needed on that car. But that's something for later. One final update, I guess, for today that I want to show you that I'm extremely excited about is, as you might know, I have a car addict problem, buying cars and just having cars and project cars and space. And therefore, the great solution that I have gotten myself is a 3-spot parking lift from Twinbush. So you can put one car on top, one in the middle, and one in the bottom. Right now we have the Civic on the top. Jimmy's Ferrari is here. And speaking of Jimmy's Ferrari, look at those beautiful custom wheels that we have made for him together with Emotion. I'm not sure if we were supposed to do a proper unveil, but I guess if you stay till the end of this video, you get rewarded with some bespoke sexy content. So of Emotion logo over here, and then also VULCAN ALPHA logo on the top that you should twist and turn around. Little update on this particular car is that AST custom cage has been made and I think shipped to us. So hopefully next week it's going to arrive to us, then we need to weld it. And also we're waiting for the AP Racing brakes. That should also arrive soon-ish. Suspension is already fully installed. The seats are already here, so they're gonna go on once the cage is back in. Yeah, the engine is waiting for a bit of refurbishment. And I think that's kind of it. Oh yeah, the custom exhaust is going on. So, yeah, I don't know, 2 months probably. But hopefully the car is running. That's the problem with building cars. When you're doing lots of stuff in a proper way and you need to deal with the bespoke solutions, it takes a long time. I mean, the Civic alone. Finally, when speaking of the Civic, the thing what I need your help with is the thing that holds me back is actually steering rack that is currently not, no, it is installed. The steering rack, because the stock EJ1 steering rack is very long, it's non-power steered. I want a shorter rack and power steered. So I need a solution for it. It could be a DC2 European version because unfortunately, or luckily, well, the car is left-hand drive and DC2 Type R steering racks, the short racks that are very desired, is for a right-hand drive car and not left-hand drive. And I need a left-hand drive steering rack with power steering. Power steering will be powered externally with a power steering pump, probably either through 996 GT3 Cup car or whatever, but I need to have something that is short and hydraulic power steer that we can put onto this that doesn't require too much fabrication. But yeah, this we will start working on again after Corvette is done. But also we will also start working on the Celica soon, because right now I'm dailying the car, but I will be receiving my new daily in about 2 weeks time, and then the Celica can be cut up and yeah, sent to Stahlus to get the cage in it. Yeah, finally Blind Rhino, the car that you've seen me drive. Little update, the wing is off on the rear as well, because, well, something big is coming for this car, and also the splitter. But yeah, that's kind of it. I think I spoke enough. I need to edit this video and then go take a little nap before tomorrow's practice and the first rollout with our GT3 Cup. So hopefully you enjoyed this little update, and looking forward to seeing you, of course, at the Nürburgring on the channel. But if you are here in the area this weekend, stop by our pitbox number 4, where you can meet Jimmy, Steve, Manuel and myself and check out our car. And by the way, there's also a livery contest going on through Fanatec. If you you can design a new livery for our car, and the best selection is going to be actually applied for the next race. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you then. Traditionally wise, since this is sort of a vlog, I should do some sort of a food shot. I can show you that my wife made me a nice fish stew that I spilled over my XXL Nutrition shirt. I guess this was definitely XXL Nutrition, XXL Love. Stop talking nonsense, so it's time to say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye-bye.